Welcome back to Factorio, Seablock and TSM, episode number 233. Okay, I've actually done a little bit of work between episodes, not much and not on what we were working on before, but I did notice we had some issues with the sulfuric acid. I think I've actually sorted out the sulfuric acid issues. Because we're down to 2, it was just 1. We obviously need it here, which is why I'm noticing it so much here, being part of our chrome processing. But we're also using it, I think this is where the, this is iron plates, well, more specifically the processing of the, what do they call this stuff? The red stuff. Hang on. The manganese. So we're constantly needing it here. So I actually had a list of about 6 items that were awaiting sulfuric acid delivery. So I've done some modifications to the sulfuric acid. Basically, I put in speed modules up here. And I found I needed even more, so I put them up here. I've also put them through the sulfur dioxide processing and into the sulfuric acid processing. I then found I needed more water, so I've actually added, I don't know if you remember how this was originally, but I added 2 more pumps into here to ensure that there is sufficient water, so they're never running out of water. And I think that's pretty good for now. We still aren't getting enough O2 into all of these guys. This one at the bottom, I took out the speed modules and actually moved them up here because the O2 simply is not getting into here very well at the moment. So that is why. It probably means there's basically no O2 getting in here anymore, unfortunately. So we may even come back here, possibly put more speed modules in here, possibly put another row in here even. We'll see where we go with that, but for now, we have improved this quite a lot, and that's evidenced by the fact that we've only got 2 here now, and it looks like we're actually slowly getting on top of it. Let me just check since I'm here. So we're trying to get to 100k. We're still actually, well, we've just dropped below 50 just then, but we seem to be doing better than we had been. I suppose the other thing while I'm over here is what's the state of this train. If you remember, it was actually blocking some trains, so I've added extra signals in here and at the front, which cleared the blocked trains. We're down to 5.5k, so it is definitely getting through it. It's just taking its time. It's not like we're desperately waiting on any other product. As you know, these catalysts use only a very small amount at a time. We've got a reorder threshold at 4,000, but we accidentally ordered 2 trains before we set it all up exactly right. So we have a big backlog there, and that's part of the reason why we can't unload this train. But it won't be too much longer. And we've got plenty of the sodium hydroxide for now as well. Just to get an idea, this is working well. It's actually cleared this. It's cleared the backlog of the fluoride here, which is why we are getting into the train. Obviously, because we've got priority here, we're using fluoride on this side first. So it does take a bit of usage to get through to, taking a few from this side. But I think we just got a handful from here just then. So yeah, it is definitely working. And we are building up our supplies of chrome. We are at 9.4 now, so we may actually need this soon. But we are still going to take a small detour before we get back to chrome, and I'll show you why. Basically, it might be easier if I drop those off. Basically, if we look up here, We are not making any processing units, and it's not because of the resin. The resin actually has caught up, surprisingly enough. That's interesting. We're going to have to move that guy. He's slightly misplaced. The resin has actually caught up. So what is the problem? Well, it's this line here, which we can trace back to titanium. And if we go over to our titanium creation, you can trace that back to the nickel. We're not getting enough nickel. And what's the issue if we go to nickel? The issue here is, in fact, the raw nickel is missing. Obviously, we're using nickel at a rate greater than basically allowed for by the sort of lead. Lead doesn't lend itself to have enough. We're not going through the lead nearly fast enough for the nickel to build up here to an amount that is supporting our use through titanium and the other thing that we do there. I'd have to have what is it? Nitinol. Yes, nitinol. For titanium and nitinol. So we obviously need some more. What I think we will do is... does it need to be this complicated? No, I don't think it does. I think we'll build a new nickel. Our new nickel should, by the thing I've been following, the basic, which is if it's wherever the original core product, if it's one of these secondary products, then I just have been adding them going out this way to the west. So this one here needs to become the nickel supply, and I've already looked up what I'm going to do to create this, which is basically this formula. There's no byproduct. We just need to be able to process these three items. It should be fairly simple and fairly similar to some of these other ones. Let me see if I can find one that's pretty much exactly what we want. Actually, any one of these is basically what we want. It would just be nice if we had sapphirite, so that we don't have to change so much, which actually this one is a pretty good facsimile of. I wonder if there's one here. Hang on, what's this? That's rubite. Maybe that one might be better from because everything about this is pretty much exactly what we need. What's this one? This is the... Is that gold or aluminium that we're producing there? I think that's aluminium. So aluminium looks like it's very similar. Aluminium. Oh, it's bauxite, isn't it? That one. And then the recipe that's actually being used here is that one, yeah. Givelite and rubite. Okay, so rubite is the same, the crystal catalyst is the same. So we just have to change the givelite to sapphirite, and then we'll get nickel. So yes, I think that's what I want to do. And the other advantage is this is basically exactly the same fitting that we have here in terms of the train's directions and track and so on. So making a copy of this should be more or less perfect. We might need to change how we handle these ends, but yeah, otherwise it all looks pretty fine. So let me take a Actually, let's make it a proper blueprint of that. I may as well get tiles and then get rid of these extraneous extremities. And we'll put a symbol for nickel in here. Nickel ore. Create the blueprint. Oops, I'm on the wrong side of the map. So I basically want to place this guy in there. We could probably reuse this. I would just have to restore its functioning and put a roboport in the middle. I do actually have a roboport, so, or middle or up here somewhere. So I think that's what we're going to do. Maybe I will do something like that. Maybe I will come and paint the... Oh, is that this one? No. I'm not sure what Zimias is ordering. Okay. Where is Zimias? Not sure why you needed that, but okay. Oh, good. We've just finished a... we've just finished our tech tree. So finishing off Energy Shield 4 should enable us to do any further energy shields, if there are any. I have the suspicion that there are some, but I might be wrong. Maybe that was the last one that we actually needed. Oh, what's that? Energy Shield 5, no. Let's see if we can do that. Because I know we need to get to the maximum for one of the SpaceX components. So, oh, there is another one. Why don't we add that in there as well? I'm not sure if I need the personal battery taken to that level, but that should do for now. All right. Yes, let's get over here. Well, let's get some landfill. I think the best way to get the landfill is probably to head over here where there's 113,000. Unless, of course, we have a huge build-up of landfill in here again. 5.8k. Actually, that's built up really fast. And yes, we still need that better way of getting rid of that landfill. I could... The way is ultimately going to be to bring it down here. Although I'm going to need a means to pick up all the landfill and put it somewhere centrally as well. Maybe I need to create like a warehouse zone that just sort of like one of these other zones. Is it this one? Yeah, this one was going to just be a bit of a warehouse for crushed stone, and then it became more. Instead of just having a whole lot of crushed stone, it ended up being, well, let's actually process that crushed stone. Maybe I could put in a double track here with warehouses and just dump off landfill and have another train that can come and pick up landfill. That's probably a fairly good way of handling it. Right, so where am I? Oh, speaking of crushed stone, our chrome is picking up some crushed stone. We're up to 10k, so that's definitely, the changes we've made have definitely accelerated the action that we're getting here. That's down to 4.5k, that's great. I think I need to go down, don't I, if I'm going to pick up this 5.8k. Down, down, down. To here. There. Is that enough? No idea, but it would make a good start. So I may as well order my train now. So, oh, my train is out. That's right, my train is out. It's coming back though, so we can certainly tell it to come and pick us up. Where am I? I'm there. Come and get me. Hopefully it won't be too long. So yes, I think what we have to do now is get the nickel sorted, get back to our chrome plates. In the process of that, we should be generating carbon monoxide that we need for our fertilizer, that we need for things like our resin and so on and so forth. So we are actually getting something built over here. That's quite good. I didn't realize we were having that much luck. We must be in range of another an old supply, I guess, of landfill. Let me have a sip of my coffee. Yes, and okay. You guys quite finished now? Idiots. Idiots. Okay. This is far too many of these. Just help them out a little bit. It's actually probably a lot faster for me just to do this. Help them out like this. Whoops. I don't actually consider that to be worthwhile. Don't waste my explosives taking out an island. So what we need then is do you cover this whole area? Not quite. Alright, we're gonna have to move you then. Now, do I have a ghost reader in here? What's that? That's not a ghost reader. Where do these things end up? What's that? Ghost reader. Let's make one. I need a green wire. And that's Hartsworth. Okay, so that handful of stuff will be added to the queue. It might pay me to do some of this sort of directly. Doesn't matter if I go over slightly, I don't think. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. The bots can do the fine detail. I just want to do enough so that I can place down. So I can place down the rest of the rest of this. Oops. I think I moved at the last minute. Is that right? Yes. Let's do that again. Hopefully not moving at the last minute. That's better. Now, Hartsworth. Okay. That's better as well. You may as well head back to there. And we can leave that to build. When it's done, we'll come back and fix this up so that it's sapphirite instead of jivalite. It should be fine now. I have no robots now, which is awkward because I think I want some. Maybe I need to pop down to the make everything and just top up my basic supplies. One of the things I'm going to do is reduce this back to 1k so that it doesn't try and give me landfill. Right, here we are. And yeah, top me up, please. Happy to see Energy Shield 5 is progressing quite well. How are these things coping? You're not completely full anymore, that's great. Likewise, does that mean that... Yeah, we have a very small handful of processing units left. That doesn't surprise me. I'll probably find that I've wasted them somewhere here, but never mind. Right, what I want to do now... There you go, speaking of supplying... It's actually quite busy in the make everything. And we're certainly going through that crushed stone as well, which I guess is healthy to see. What I want to do now is head over to where was it? Cobalt. It must be this one. which I obviously haven't given a name yet, but this is where we are making the chrome. We're getting closer to actually getting to do the chrome, so let's head over there and carry on from where we left off. So with that in mind, okay, I might just leave my train to sort out what's going on over here and do this by foot, since the train is the one that does all of the deliveries. It's probably just easier not to interfere with it. Run past the sulfuric acid. Right. More green circuits going around the place. Chrome. We might have to push up another layer here fairly soon. Right, here we are, the chrome. So, that would have been the chromate recipe. So we make chromate here. We need oxygen to come in. We have oxygen down here. Okay, I might have to have oxygen just come through the middle of this, or some such, so round about here. Alright, in that case, maybe what we'll do is come out there. Oops. And whoops. Right, you have your oxygen. Now, the other things that you need. So all you need is chrome ore, okay. All you need is the processed chrome. And this is something of a mess, clearly. You need the pellets, sodium carbonate, and fuel. Okay, so pellets are coming through from there. The sodium carbonate, why don't I get you to pick up from there? So you're actually doing something useful. Pellets and sodium carbonate. Okay. Turn you on. Oh, you're going to tell me that we don't have... Oh no, they're coming from there. Okay, that's fine. So we have the sodium carbonate. Oh, we're not currently ordering something for fuel. So did we need anything like a particular type of fuel in particular? Or did we need something, a particular type of fuel in particular, further down this process? So the chromate then needs chemical plants or liquefiers. Oh. Sodium sulfate. Oh no, that's what this turns into. We're making sodium sulfate. Okay, fine. Dichromate. We need carbon. So we need a particular type of fuel. Right. Okay, so let's order carbon. I suspect my ability to supply carbon is going to be seriously tested by this whole thing very soon. Carbon. I think we're up to R. PQR. Right, you're that, you're that. I actually had one over here. Maybe I'll get rid of that one for now. Okay, so you, if trains on the way is less than R, then deliver me some carbon. Thank you very much. And we don't have any, so yes, I think we are probably short of carbon. No, mind you, this is the only one that's ordering it, but still, yeah, we're short of it. Right, so in that case, to make this one, we need the sodium carbonate and the carbon. So one of these will be the sodium carbonate and the other one will be the carbon. And blue. I doubt I need this to be blue, but... Oh, more sodium carbonate. Right. Now, you can pick up from there. You can pick up from there. You can pick up from there. That should fix all those guys up. And we now have that solution. Whoops. So we're trying to get to dichromate. Liquefier 3s seem to offer a pretty good solution there, or chemical plant 4. Oh, good. Energy shield 6, magnificent. Okay, so oh, this here is a bit of a mess. Alright, we're going to have to use something else for there. Oh, and this end is something of a mess as well. Is that how I want to feed this, or do I want something else? Do I have liquefier 3s on me? Hard to say. Forget what they look like now. Are they in here? No. What's that? Liquefier 3. There you go. Liquefier 3. Okay. Let me just have a look again. What's the out? We have chromate is the only output from that. chromate and sulfuric acid. Okay, so actually, instead of having that, what we could do is something like that. We're going to need to add in sulfuric acid here. What happens if I just add in the red? Aha, fantastic. That is exactly what I was hoping for. So I need to add in the sulfuric acid side of that, which, you know, I'm not sure if we really want to have to, because we still have these two constantly demanding. Actually, no, the chromate one has been fully supplied, so that's good. We've finally got to a point where we're over 100k, though not for long. Just as I said that, we've just dipped under, but I mean, that's good. It's building up, so obviously things are more in control than not in control. 11k. It's certainly taking its time to make all of this chrome, but I mean, I guess that's okay. We must have had a pickup of the iron ore too, and the manganese, and quite possibly the sulfur as well. Alright, well that's good. And you're down to 2.5k, so you're actually going to go away soon. That's pretty good. Alright, good. So, sulfuric acid. That's this one here. Okay. If we extend you guys to there. Do that, and oops. If sulfuric acid is less than, let's start with 50,000. Then we want Q, and of course trains on the way, less than Q, come and deliver me. Sulfuric acid, sulfuric acid, and you're correct, and you're correct. All right, so the liquefiers, perhaps the easiest way to do that is to run pipes up here. Oh, we don't have what you're supposed to be doing yet. You are supposed to be turning chromate into dichromate. Chromate into dichromate. That one. So we'll basically have pipes coming in like so, and like so. Can you get all the way down here? No. Do I have the ability to make titanium? I do. When in doubt, use a titanium pipe. Yeah, that's probably pretty good. And then we can simply run. We can simply run that to there. Space Cabbie 01. Okay, fine. And then we'll have purified water coming off that. And sodium sulfate. Dichromate and sodium sulfate. Okay. This is interesting. We're making 3 sodium carbonate at the end of this. And there's the carbon monoxide. Chrome oxide finally gives us our chrome ingots, but only if we already have chrome ingots. Oh. I might have to create an alternative process to make the chrome ingots so that I can start this process to get chrome ingots to make chrome ingots. Damn it, I didn't realize that one. Alright. Fine. We need chemical furnaces. Those are blast furnaces. We need chemical furnaces. So I have a waste product, being the sodium sulfate. Chemical furnaces. Where's some chemical furnaces? There must be some around here. What are these? Blast furnaces. I just want to copy some. Your chemical furnaces. Your chemical furnaces as well. Let's just copy one. So I need some room because I need to get fuel, although I could just probably could just do this. Something like that. I'm pretty... Yeah, I don't have the chemical furnaces on me. Oh, it's over here, isn't it? What are you called? You're called Thorsten Stanizok. Okay. How much do you have left to do? Not that much from the looks of things. It looks like you're going to deliver everything remaining, so that's good. Thorsten Stanizok then can be refreshed. There we go. Hopefully that means that will come pretty soon. So what I'm thinking is we are transferring items into here, and we're also we're going to need a filter inserter. Perhaps something like this. Maybe red. going to reach down there, is it? Actually, that doesn't need to go there because this is just filtering out this one, the sodium sulfate. So it's only a get rid of me, not a put me somewhere. So the sodium sulfate, that one. Now the purified water. Purified water. For now, I don't know if there's something we need that to do. So I guess we would just come out to there. And connect these guys up. Unknown what we do with this. Perhaps all we do is that. I'd like these so that I can progress, but I do know that we need carbon, and I think we might need fuel, not entirely sure. So we would probably be doing this with maybe something like that. Drop off there. And this is a carbon only delivery. Might even do that. If we're only using red, maybe we stick with red. And your carbon. So that will supply these. And our outputs are chrome oxide, sodium carbonate, carbon monoxide. Okay, the sodium carbonate, we're getting 3 out. What I could do with that is I either just put it straight back in here. I either put it straight back in there, or I try and add it back into this line. It's probably easier just to put it straight back in. How's this going? Hartsworth. Where's your train? Here it comes. Oh. What is the problem here? Okay, ME main hasn't activated for some reason. And that's stopping this supplying some of these items. Most of these items. Okay. What is my rule on when you activate? Unknown. I think we need to sort this out. Let's turn you off. Come and pick me up, please. Check out why ME main is not functioning, and we might have to leave it there. Might also check how we're going on this build. We actually have the bulk of it's built, so I don't know why it thinks it needs a whole bunch of other stuff. Where are you? Nothing. Alright, come back and get me again. Since I was obviously yakking when you were supposed to be getting me. This time, we will make sure we're awake. Oh, there it comes. Okay, now take me to ME main. Down there. Okay. Now, why are you activating or not activating? Ah, okay. You have these things. Have we actually finished that? Yes, we have. So it's all working now. All right. Well, I don't know why it appeared not to be, but now that it is working, it's probably a good point to stop, and we'll come back and pick up the next step beyond the chrome oxide in the next episode. Thanks for joining me for this one. Look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye for now.